Good morning. Look at that. It's the color blue.
Oh, beautiful. It was a beautiful star.
When's the last?
Steven over there.
Yeah.
I see Steve.
I know.
This is it, man. This is the light.
It is.
The light. So, hey Steve.
Okay.
Josh has got this thing live. It's going live now. Morning. Morning. Morning.
We're on live all the time, aren't we?
We're live.
I mean, not really.
Live and in color.
Thank God I'm not live all the time.
I don't know where we're going. Where are we going now?
We're just taking a walk.
Taking a walk?
This is titled Beautiful Morning and Walkabout with Jerry, and I'll have to add Steve in there.
No, you don't need that.
But
So listen, I heard, one of my relatives has some serious problems, and that's one of the main reasons why I gotta leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
My nephew.
good morning, Lori.
You need
My
to
brother,
leave.
he's
When
gonna
do you
have-
leave? When do you have to leave?
I'm gonna leave soon.
Today?
Yeah,
Today? That's brother.
it's time to go.
You do well. You're not going to the court. You're not going to go to J6.
No.
You got to go home. All right.
My time's up, October 6th.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my car makes it.
Oh,
So-
my God.
I guess you guys heard it here first. Patriot Steve has an emergency to take care of, and
Relative
he'll be
thing,
heading home today.
I have to be at their house 2 days to help them not get in big trouble.
Oh, there's a white squirrel again.
You need, hey, you need that extra money to go. How you feel?
Oh no, I'm going to Florida, but Steve's not going to Florida. I'm 100% going to Florida. Steve has to go home. He says there's an emergency, a family emergency he has to take care of.
Cool. Beautiful day.
It is.
Oh, my God.
White
So this
squirrels
is-
should be still out.
No, he just ran up the tree.
So this is going to be an
He's in that
inevitable
tree over there.
situation.
Ooh, that's a good shot there. The sun going right
Two
through.
of them right over here, man, on the ground.
The white ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you planning on coming back here or meeting up in Florida? I guess you
Myself?
yeah.
Or Arizona.
I don't think he's coming to Florida. He told me he doesn't
I'm
want to
actually
come to
gonna
Florida.
Be probably most likely 99% chance I'm going to be hitting the southern border and in camping there with other Patriot types.
Because your hard labor days are over, right?
Well, after a month or two, I'm going to the southern
No, I'm saying
border.
hard labor. Like, if we had a big need for you to come to Florida, like we needed more people to help,
Oh, I see. Well,
your hard labor days are over.
my hard labor is actually going to be on the southern border.
Yeah, but what if there's like people who really need help in
Well,
Florida?
I mean, everybody does, but there's going to be plenty of
Like, we
people
know
that-
what's going on in the border, and we know Americans are just, like,
A lot
be
of
cool if
people
we could get
don't
more
know
people.
What's going on in the border. That's why I'm going to go there with a license.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then and potentially come back here in the spring and summer next year.
Make sure you go with someone who speaks Spanish. I'm telling you, it'll be worthless if you
most
don't.
people in there, there's a white squirrel, too.
Yeah. Where? Oh, yeah. In Florida, I'm going to find a grassroots organization to link up with. It may take a couple days. And I don't want to link up with a big organization that has massive overhead, that has all these bills they have to pay, where almost 80% of the donations they take in goes to overhead, and then the other 20% whittles its way through down to the people who need the help themselves. So instead of donating to the Red Cross and other organizations that have massive overhead, we are joining a grassroots organization, and I will be filming it. We will be going live there as much as I can. That'll be another stipulation with this grassroots organization. I'll show them the subscriber count and the fact that I can bring them donations possibly, or just bring awareness overall and prayer towards this grassroots group in order for me to film and volunteer my time helping them while filming it, so you guys can directly see the good you are doing. And we are going to miss Steve a whole lot, that's for sure. But he has to go home and vote too, guys. Every vote matters. I'm registered to vote here in Virginia, but they haven't sent me my paperwork, the ID card. Mr. Squirrel, or Mrs. Squirrel. All right. You guys ready to have a nice walk and talk?
What?
You guys ready to have a nice walk and talk? That's what I labeled it. It said a beautiful morning walk and talk with Jerry.
We are. We're all together. We're all together. Three
All right.
amigos. Los tres amigos. We started back in July 6th, 7th, when Steve and I came into 1776, and we came down the mall in the middle of the night. I drove in with Hal and Steve.
Early in the morning.
You have anybody with me? Yeah, it was 3 in the morning. And we didn't know what we were going to be seeing when we came here. We were going to be invading America. I mean, I felt like that's what we were going to do. I had no idea what was going to happen. I'm from Massachusetts, and I don't really know Washington very well, but I was lucky. I had Hal drive in, and Hal knows Washington quite well. Not quite as well as Josh, I must say. Nor can he drive as well as Josh, and Josh is quite a driver, so. And Steve was my original chauffeur.
Yeah, that's
Little did I know he was Mr. I don't know, Patriot Steve numero uno. And I didn't know that, but
I don't know what they're sprinkling on the lawn, but we don't want to breathe it.
he was
fertilizer, I hope.
Yeah, you still don't want that stuff in your lungs. Yeah.
Steve literally took me under his wing. Well, you did. It turned me into a rebel. So
Righteous rebel.
I used to blame my wife on bringing me down here as a spiritual thing, because she died, and she kind of put me down here from heaven. But I don't think so anymore, because if it was from her, it would have worked. It didn't work. But no, we're still working on it. It's
Helicopters never stop.
Dude, and especially at the wharf.
The lesson to be learned, I think, is, you always say it when you go up there, something about vigilance.
Yeah.
What's that about vigilance?
Vigilance is the price of eternal freedom.
There you go. And I learned that lesson a long time. I never knew it. Now I feel it. Now I understand it. That's what we're standing up for. And there's not a whole lot of it. I mean, we got people running around everywhere here. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing. But I know that this core group they had in mind, and we were being attacked by the government. Tyranny was taking over. They had us locked down. They had us injecting ourselves with experimental drugs.
When was this? Wait, what are you talking
probably knew
about? What are you talking about?
Be careful there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, when was this? What are you talking about?
Well, anyway, so
What year? What year are you talking about? Recently? Yeah, there's no such thing as that.
Germans.
Yeah, that never happened, okay? This is censored YouTube.
That's true.
That never happened.
No, those are is that they wanted, somebody wanted.
We can talk about other
Is
things.
the Germans wanted it. The Nazis wanted it.
I know.
You remember isn't that true? Can we talk about the German concentration camps?
I don't know.
Did they?
I literally need a lawyer just for my
Yeah,
YouTube
we
channel.
Need a list that we walk along with,
Oh, no.
with 20 main things you can't
my
talk
God.
about. Oh my God, help us.
I mean, we can probably go film the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I wouldn't
You know,
mind
like
doing that.
there is a
was on
Holocaust
my-
museum
that was
in
on my
DC,
bucket
and you
list.
guys can't change that reality. There is a Holocaust museum. When I say you guys, I mean YouTube. YouTube can't change the reality that there is a Holocaust museum in DC.
Do it right now. Give me a hug. All right, buddy. Love you. Keep you well. Give me a hug, Josh.
Okay.
Love you, man. We'll keep in touch.
Alrighty.
You ready for the southern border? I'm there.
Hey,
Alrighty. Yeah. No.
just
I'll be in contact if you answer the phone.
I won't today because I have GPS on for the next 2 or 3 hours
Okay.
until I get.
let us know how you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, look at that guy. How you doing?
Oh. Now, when we used to raise,
Imagine waking up with that thing in your face.
we used to raise miniature horses,
Yeah.
and that appears to be what we would have called a dwarf in the miniature horse business. It's not quite formed properly. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's.
That's
not
a
great.
purebred right there, man. That's a beautiful dog.
Got a what kind of dog?
Yeah, I told you he's a. He's a little beefy dog. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are getting notifications. That's good to hear.
Everybody's dying. Don't go near.
It's 17 years old though.
That's a long time. He's only 2.
Oh, he's a puppy still.
Yeah, he's only 2.
Oh my God. So this is what she wanted. It's a beautiful dog.
Thank you, and they're very sweet. They're good companions.
Oh,
Does he sleep in bed with you?
Well, he wasn't 5,000. He was like 3,000, but that's still very sweet. You can pet him though. Yeah, he's friendly.
Oh, I gotta say hi. No.
I'll be able to catch you.
Oh, look at that face.
We
Oh.
raise miniature horses and
Oh wow.
all kinds of animals.
Does he chase squirrels or anything? Does he chase squirrels?
He loves chasing squirrels.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's over there chasing them. Yeah.
Have a good morning. Thank you. That's a good dog. Good morning, everybody. Steve is leaving today.
This is where are we now? This is 7th. This is 7th Street.
Yeah.
I watch on Subscribestar some people that walk around New York, and they charge like $5 a month, and you get all their whatever they have. And
Is Subscribestar its own platform? Is Subscribestar its own platform?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can do anything you want on it.
Has anyone
You
heard
can
of
say anything you want. You can
Have
talk.
any of you guys heard of Subscribestar? I'm wondering if any of the viewers have heard of it, because I never heard of it.
No?
No.
Well, it's kind of like
I've heard of Patreon, which has similar
that's the same
things.
thing, yeah.
But Patreon's
it's
not
a different one.
Patreon's not its own platform though.
Well, that's a Subscribestar. It's similar.
Okay.
They have Vimeo or something involved with it.
I don't know where we're going. It's gonna be a surprise. We're gonna surprise.
You need to look into it.
We're gonna surprise old Jerry here.
That's what it does. It just, as a live streamer, it gives you some confidence that you don't need to. People love to donate, and it's really sweet, but you need to be, as a live streamer, some kind of a consistent income, I think.
Yeah, but I never even heard of this
Well, you got to
thing. It's
just my suggestion.
I know Patreon works as if you make a YouTube video, for like every video you make, you'll get like $1.
Oh, no.
So if you have like,
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, really.
yeah.
I don't know.
But I didn't want to really go
I
look into
subscribe to
because I heard Patreon has shut people down too.
Well, I know,
Like Patreon
I know the
has
guy
censorship,
I
I
used to watch
guess.
on Patreon. He still has a Patreon, but there was something that happened with Patreon
Yeah.
that made it less desirable than
Yeah.
Subscribestar.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. It was about a year ago, maybe 8 months, 10 months ago. Something happened, and he started telling all of his subscribers to go from Patreon over to subscribestar.com.
It's a bunch of trash and gravel. Yeah. Janine said, oh, no, last night, Steve has been planning on leaving for a while. It could be,
This emergency just kind of
yeah, an emergency
blossomed all
popped
of a
up
sudden.
too.
He knew it was coming.
But now the time's gotten critical, so.
He has to go. He's needed back home.
So we are all gonna miss Steve. You guys heard it here first. True Patriot Steve
Nobody else knows.
has to go home.
I didn't know. We didn't know.
Yeah, we had no idea any family emergency, but he'll be taking off for that.
He had talked about leaving early this morning after he and I went to McDonald's.
Jennifer says that she's heard the name Subscribestar, but she doesn't know what it is.
Okay.
So it's not very popular.
Well, these people have thousands of followers. It's not popular in this particular group of people.
Hey, Jerry.
Hello. Hi. Good morning. It's really beautiful. We've had so much rain and cold weather here. Now it's like summer came back. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Makes me want to stay.
Yeah, everyone wanted to leave when it was gray for 5 days and rainy. That was terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Josh is still very interested in helping out down in Florida where the relief is. My son's down there and he lives right there in Fort Myers, but he has a relatively new development and they came through it pretty well. They're inland. All the real damage I think is down on Sanibel Island and down along the coast, Fort Myers Beach, that totally got wiped out. My son says it's hard to get water. I guess the water supply's cut off at the house, which I guess I don't know has any effect on the air conditioning. I don't think so.
Well, water cooler maybe.
Yeah.
He has a water cooler.
I don't know. Where are we going?
For a walk. A surprise.
Oh, okay.
You can't not walk on a morning like this.
It is a nice. Well, I already did a morning walk with Steve. We were up at 6 o'clock. We went to McDonald's.
I went back to sleep for 3 more hours.
Steve couldn't find his phone. And then I found his phone. I slept on it, I guess. I was sleeping on it all night. That's probably when I was ringing it, I couldn't hear it.
Hancock Park.
Oh, jeez. So now he can't contribute to our hotel tonight.
Well, I'm not, what hotel are you talking about,
The
mister?
hotel we're going to get for whether we're going to split 3 ways.
I'm not staying in no hotel, man.
Not at all?
I got a tent. You can stay in my tent if you want to.
No, thank you.
It's a flat place to sleep.
No, thank you.
You said you slept good last night.
Huh?
You
I
said
slept better than
Better.
I had
Okay.
in the other seat, in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I slept better in the passenger seat, and then Jerry slept better in the driver's seat. So that worked out pretty good last night, I thought.
And actually, I think whatchamacallit's got the best deal. He's got the whole back seat. Anyway, so we'll be
We are in Southeast.
Oh my God.
But this used to all be the hardcore ghetto.
This was?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was really run down, and what DC did, or what the developers in DC did, and the developers ran DC, so what they did was they introduced so much drugs and just terrible stuff into these neighborhoods. They set people up to become drug dealers, and they really poisoned these neighborhoods and let them go to crap. And then, so the property value went in the can.
Nobody says good morning around here.
No, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why I want to go somewhere so people do actually look at you when you talk to them and say good morning back. You know, this is not good for the soul to hang out in DC too long. But where was I going? What was I talking about, Jerry?
Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. About the waste that they destroyed this area by.
Oh yeah.
Drugs into
No, yeah, they ran this area in the ground, all of Southeast.
They do that.
And then the property value went in the can, so everything was bottom dollar, and all the big wigs who put the property in the can bought it all up. And you're gonna see.
What do you think COVID was all about? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't tell you.
Yeah. That was. We're all still very scared of that. Yeah, we don't want.
Same plan. It's the same plan. Worldwide this time.
Okay, Jennifer, I'll have to look into Subscribe Store.
Oh, if we sit down somewhere and rest, what a beautiful place. What is this?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Wow, what a building. This is a wild beehive kind of looking building. Across from the Constitution Center.
Oh, it's the Department of Housing Aid.
What is the Constitution Center?
I don't know. Office of the Controller of the Currency.
Oh, let's go there.
So that's another inflation station.
Oh my God. Can we go in there? Constitution Center?
No, because it's the Office of the
Is that a museum?
No. It is the Office of the Controller of the Currency.
Controller of the currency.
Yeah, so it's not a museum.
I actually had a case when I was practicing law. What did I have to do with this? How you doing?
How you doing, gentlemen?
Not too bad.
So, is that accessible? Is that a place for the public to go into?
He saw it said Constitution Center. He thought it might have been like a
Could be off too, but it's something to do with currency or something like that.
Yeah.
I had a deal with them for closing on my house. And those are the guys that control the bank.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
control the bank.
They're not gonna let us have
Control
no
the
joke.
bank.
Yeah, especially with the camera.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You do the same, gentlemen.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
He's here to protect the currency, though.
No, he's protecting the Department of Housing and
protecting
Urban
everything.
Development.
Department of Housing and Urban. Oh wow, look at that. There you go.
I can either confirm or deny.
Oh god.
Yes. So far, you never know what another hour might bring.
Yeah.
You do well.
You do the same, gentlemen.
Thank you.
This is housing and urban development. This is like
It's pretty.
Huge.
It's pretty urban looking.
this is a huge building. It's all offices. It's all offices.
You never know. You got something to do.
Look at that.
First responder media was at border a couple months ago. I saw that. That was good. Except for that guy made a lot of allegations that were pretty out there, because I never met that guy before, but I have met first responder, and those allegations are pretty far out there. I don't even want to talk about them. It's terrible. It is a warm day.
The wharf. Oh, we're going to go to the wharf.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's not very far.
No, we already see signs for it.
Well, we're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll take a bench break soon.
Yeah, well, we get there, I guess.
Oh, you want to go all the way?
Well, I don't know. How much further is it?
It's like, you see those, look. You see where the airplane is? You see the building under the airplane?
Oh, no, you sucked me into this one. I wanted to go there, though. That's what
Yeah.
I say. Let's go
It's
there.
better than driving, because parking is crazy out there.
We could do it. Maybe Alex will come pick us up. Does he have a driver's license?
I don't know.
Last
Well, we
time
go-
we slept in a bed was in February, so I think the last time we drove was in 2012. You can't even jump. If you want.
Yeah, you could if you really wanted to.
That's pretty hard.
I could do it.
Somebody tried over here. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Hold the brake down a little bit. It's kind of noisy here.
Oh, yeah.
Scream. Is it noisy?
Well, I mean, it's like when the truckers came, they went that way.
What's that mean?
You see right here? This is where the truckers came. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Like even when the TPC was here, this is the route TPC used.
So where did they close off the road that you couldn't?
Every exit.
So you couldn't
Every
get onto
exit.
this?
No, you couldn't get off. You could get on, but you couldn't get off.
Oh.
They were trying to keep.
You had to keep riding around.
Yeah. People were trying to get home to take their medicine and everything, and DC shut down every exit.
They're afraid of truckers.
Yeah.
Truckers deliver all their food.
Dude, hold this real quick.
Truckers deliver all their clothing, their food, everything. It's delivered by truck, pretty much. Nowadays, we were talking about Jeffersonian democracy before, where everybody should have their own individual farms. And that's why I had my own. Well, we didn't provide our own food and stuff, but it would have been a nice time to live where you make your own food and take care of your own personal property and farms. And I don't know. I was reading that most families in the Massachusetts area around the time of the American Revolution had 100-acre plots of land. And they wanted, well, this is just before the Revolutionary War, they wanted to, or just after the war was over, the yeoman farmers had a thing called Shays Rebellion, if anybody remembers that from school history.
Oh yeah.
And they closed down the courts. I used to practice in one of those courts. I think it was a surviving court. It had been rebuilt a couple of times, but they had these huge paintings of Shays men closing down the courts so the British banks couldn't foreclose on their property after the Revolutionary War. The one thing that they didn't provide for when they had the Treaty of Paris, the Peace Treaty of Paris, in 17, after the Civil War, after the Revolutionary War, 7 years, 70, it'd be 83, 7 years after 76. So in 83, when they had the Peace Treaty, the banks, the British banks, still own all the mortgages in America. Nobody talks about that. So
Oh wait, did this just get censored on Facebook?
why would it?
No, didn't they just correct you on the
No,
Facebook
no,
for that?
this is no. I did get fact checked
Yeah, don't even talk about what you got fact
about
checked.
1913.
Because they don't fact check. They don't fact check you on YouTube. They just kick you off.
But this is nothing controversial, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, but it should be. This probably should be the most controversial thing that any revolutionary person wants to talk about. And that's what was talked about back in 1776. Taxation without representation. And we are actually much worse off today than we ever were before. Because the yeoman farmers didn't have to pay anybody any taxes. They farmed their own property. They owned their own property. Now, they started incorporating it into towns, and that was voluntary. They did that locally.
Hi, CC and everybody.
Locally, they did that. But after the Revolutionary War, the banks, which I told you they were not, the banks in England were still in control of the currency and the money, although we're supposed to in the Constitution write our own. But anyway, in 1783, when they had the peace treaty, they didn't provide for the yeoman farmers at all. Nor did they provide for the yeoman farmers in the written Constitution, which occurred right after the yeoman farmers in Massachusetts, Connecticut, out in the Connecticut River Valley, decided they were going to rise up and close the courts because their farms were being foreclosed on. They just come back from the Revolutionary War. Those that got paid, they got paid with greenbacks, and they were worthless because the British banks demanded to be paid in gold and silver. And we didn't have gold and silver, so the United States Army conscripted these soldiers or volunteers. They paid them in greenbacks, fiat money. The British banks wouldn't allow that. They wanted gold and silver. So in Massachusetts, they rose up. The war was over. Now, the state of Massachusetts kind of controlled the political area in Massachusetts, Connecticut. They had their own state government. They didn't have a federal government yet. So they could issue their own money. But they didn't protect the yeoman farmers. They still had to have gold and silver to pay the banks' mortgages. The farms were being taken worse than the '88 crisis. The statistics that I read back when I used to study this stuff. I haven't looked at this stuff for 20 years. But that's a little history that nobody talks about. So that was the Shays Rebellion, which actually Shays didn't call themselves rebels. They called themselves regulators. They're trying to regulate the government that was newly formed because they had just won the war. Now the states were all independent. They didn't have the Constitution yet. So then, in order to protect themselves, these Shays was a colonel, I think, in Colonel Shay, I believe it was, in the Continental Army. So he raised a couple of thousand of these farmers in the area, and they closed the courts. And then they decided we're going to need more arms and ammunition. They went to Springfield, Mass, where the big armory was. Washington, General Washington, not yet president because they didn't have a constitution yet, sent General Knox, I think it was, to the armory in Springfield. They made it there first, got the arms, and they destroyed the yeoman, or the Shays. Revolution was gone. That was it. They chased them into the hills. So the federal government, the point is that the federal government has never, ever taken the side of the yeoman, of the working class. Never have, never will. And that's my view from the history that I've studied. And it gets much deeper and much worse. And we've been conditioned to think that our federal government is here to protect us from both domestic and foreign, but they're not. They really aren't. They never have. Now, and the Founding Fathers Day is a whole other story, but I can't talk without the siren there. great book written by a history professor back in 1913, the year that they put in the Federal Reserve System, and also the 16th Amendment. And that book is the economic history of the Constitution, economic history of the, and they go into all this discussion. And then another great book is Ratification, written recently by a Harvard professor a couple of years ago, explaining how the rich dominated the ratification process. You got to remember, there were Federalists and Anti-Federalists. Thomas Jefferson was not a Federalist; he didn't want a federal government. But once he got into power, it's interesting.
Are you aware of the link between George Washington, the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, and the first Constitutional Congress?
No. Not at all. Wow.
And good morning, ACEC. And is Steve coming back? What did you say about coming back?
Well, Steve's going to be going down the southern border, and I may all join him down there for a little while anyway. And then, yeah, in the spring. He wants to come back in the spring, and he'll be coming back armed with, he's got a house trailer of some sort.
You say armed with the house trailer?
Armed, well, you know, not armed, no arms.
Yeah, I was
no, not arms, I'm sorry.
What?
He'll have a place to stay. He'll have a trailer, or whatever, mobile home. Whatever.
What a choice of words, Jerry.
Well, we are kind of in a war.
He'll be coming armed with his...
Are we allowed to talk about globalists?
No.
No. There are no globalists. There are no globalists allowed.
Yeah.
East India Company was not a global trading company at all.
If you guys want further information on these disclaimers, you can go to the Telegram page. That is Republic Road Reel on Telegram. Or we can disclose things further than YouTube.
Anyway, so let's enjoy where we are. This is the wharf. You told me about the wharf. I've never been down here.
Isn't it nice?
It is nice. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
This is a wharf?
Yeah.
The Potomac River?
Yeah, yeah.
So
This is like
can we take a boat ride?
Yeah, big money.
How much?
Probably $100 or something.
No way.
I don't know.
Let's find out then.
It's gonna be big money.
We can rent a kayak?
No.
You can't rent a kayak?
Not around here.
No. Oh, there's this little trailer for s'mores.
Yeah.
Is this cute or what? This is sharp. I like it. It makes sense.
I look, Jerry Seinfeld, February 10th, 2 shows.
February coming up, probably.
And February 10th and 11th, yeah.
So I have to be back here February 11th to see Jerry Seinfeld.
I've been there a few times.
I'd rather be in Florida, I think.
I've been there quite a few times to the Anthem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The Anthem holds 6,000 people.
Inside there?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's like
it's quite the venue. Here, let's walk around the front of it.
So that must be something like Radio City Music Hall in New York is huge. I don't know how big that is, but I need to sit down somewhere. It'd be nice.
Let's sit down in front of the Anthem. Specifically the right calf?
In my right calf, I have been getting a bit of a cramp.
A
good massage would be nice. So they have sightseeing tours. Let me find
We'll sit down first, then we'll find out. But I'm not taking no water check. Even if it was $20 a ticket, I want to take it.
I mean, I'm in Washington. I never go to Washington. Maybe I want to go on a tour.
It'd be nice, but this ain't. I ain't got time for that, or money, or I ain't got time or money for it. I know I can film it, but
so if I pay for it, you could film it.
No, we don't need to be wasting. If you're gonna pay for, I can't make you do nothing, Jerry.
No, if I pay for it,
then I'm going with you.
Then you're going with me. That's all I was asking. So maybe.
But remember, gas prices have skyrocketed, so everything's this boat ride's gonna be extra expensive. Tech prom tonight. Center for Democracy and Technology. Oh my gosh, what is this? It sounds nasty. Tech prom. Ew. What is cdt.org? Hello, let freedom ring. Alright, let me scroll through the chat. It's hard to read while I was walking. Good morning, Corey. I'm going to go all the way to as far as they'll let me. Yes, I am going to Florida. No, Steve's not coming to Florida. Yeah, Fort Myers saw some of the worst destruction, and I remember I have been to Fort Myers before because we went to Lover's Key Park out there. But yeah, this venue right here, this little front, it don't look like much. But this holds 6,000 people. Cherry's looking into this water taxi sightseeing tour. I told him I'm not interested. He's like, well, if I buy a ticket, will you go? I said, oh, I guess. Hello, my friend. Yeah. Tech prom. Oh, wow. We got the president. Look, 3 white-topped helicopters. One of them is holding the president. President's going for a helicopter ride this morning. That's how you know that's the president, because there's 3 decoys, or 2 decoys, and one of them actually carries the president. You guys want to take a guess? Was it the first one, the second one, or the third one? Always kind of bewilders me why they take 3 helicopters. You know, like, with the equipment they have nowadays, you know, the military couldn't, like, all 3 easily be taken down at the same time. Just a thought. You know, if I don't know. Seems like it wouldn't be, you know, instead of 1, it's 3. Like, now, if you had like 100 helicopters, you know, that'd be a little more difficult. But not saying we need 100 helicopters in the sky. What'd you do, Jerry?
A little pricey.
Yeah. They gotta pay for that Joe Biden fuel somehow.
They have, so they have, you know about the water taxi and stuff?
Yeah. I've been on one similar, not that.
It's like
company.
$37 for a round trip to any one spot.
Oh, wow.
It's a round trip to any one of the stops.
Yeah.
But you can get an all-day pass for the same price and take it every one.
For the same price?
Yeah. It's true. She was just, I asked her, she said, well, I said, how much? She said, well, you can get the round trip. I said, yeah, round trip. She said, well, where do you want to go? I said, well, I guess I like to go, I don't know anything about any of these. They have a tour. So they have a tour, but the tour doesn't take you all the way down here. The tour just takes you to Alexandria, and they tell you about whatever. I don't know. So the tour is 37.
Don't you?
Everything's $37.50. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. So it goes down that far? Is that what that's saying?
Yeah, it's the
Well,
bottom.
it's 14 miles in, right?
Yeah.
By car.
Yeah, I've taken a boat to Mount Vernon before when I was younger.
So she said it's like 45 minutes each way, I think.
Awesome, Cleo. Thank you. Cleo is watching on Rumble.
Nice. So now Getter is another.
Yeah, but
am I being on the?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Why don't you show the boat? I don't mind, but nobody wants to look at my face.
Yeah, we do. We love Jerry.
Oh God.
Did Steve just leave?
What?
Did Steve just leave?
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Steve is gone.
As far as I know, I mean, we hugged and said goodbye, and he's on his way. So it's like we don't want a long goodbye. We already started. We started 2 short goodbyes already. He couldn't leave. I'm gonna get all teary-eyed. So.
My friend says, hi, Jerry.
Hi, everybody, my friend.
Hi, my friend.
I forgot my friend's my friend. Hi, my friend.
You don't want my friend to not be your friend.
Oh, God. I don't have a lot of my friends, that's for sure. And my friend.
You
well,
want to go
that's
to the
not-
dock?
What?
You want to go to the dock?
See what?
Go to the dock.
Yeah, let's take a little walk.
Sitting
That's
on
what we're
the
here
dock
for.
of the
I need a
bay.
little break. My cap.
Is your cap?
I'll make it all the way back, but we'll try. I love boats. I had a boat myself back in '88. Back in '88, I had a big score, and I got myself a new Porsche 924 and a 25-foot Sea Ray boat. And I had no idea how to operate a boat. I had never operated a boat in my life. I got a 25-foot twin Merc, big engine boat. A really pretty boat.
This is the first pier.
What's that down there?
There's like 3 or 4 piers here.
Well, I don't think I'm going to walk my cap this way. I can take it. It's way out. So, they're beautiful boats here. I'd love to take a boat ride though. So there's no cheap way to get on a boat here. Huh?
No.
I was down in Florida. Oh man, I guess we have to go down to Florida, but my only holdback. Well, I got to bring my car back.
Yeah, that's your big holdback.
That sucks, man. That really sucks.
Yeah, it sucks they won't let you drop it off there.
That's $300 at least. Maybe they need rent-a-cars.
But then if you
down
dropped
there.
it off, you wouldn't have a place. You need a hotel room.
Maybe they need rent-a-cars down there. They should, right?
Need rental cars?
Well, I would think that people's cars got destroyed and they need rent-a-cars. Look at this boat here.
Yeah, look at the windows in the middle of it.
Look at that sucker.
You see the windows in the living room probably down there?
Unbelievable. Yeah, oh, downstairs below deck.
Yeah, those are windows right there.
I know. That thing must fly. I wonder how fast that thing goes in the water. That's like a giant speedboat.
Can you imagine how much it costs just to leave it here? A couple $100 a night at
least
least.
500
A night?
for the big boats.
A night. Look at that anchor on the second boat there.
Oh yeah. So my little boat cost me. I don't know. It wasn't by the night. It was by the season. I guess that's what they do here too. Or this could be temporary passing through. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll start to see them clear out soon. They'll go to
We were down
Florida.
in, last year was down in Florida. Down in we did a boat ride through Palm Beach, through all the Palm Beaches, and it's kind of interesting. But like all the multi-billionaires have their houses there, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, I mean, mansions and stuff. And boats that are unbelievable.
And Steve lives in Arizona.
And they just leave their boats there, they don't even use them.
Oh, did you see the press? Did you see? I mean, did you see Joe Biden go by?
A bunch of.
Yeah, that was Joe Biden earlier.
I don't even know.
Because it was 3 white-topped helicopters. He was in one of them.
Maybe, probably. You think maybe? Probably?
I know for a fact. But here's my question.
What?
There's 3 helicopters.
Shoot them all then. I mean,
how?
do the deal,
If
do
you
it.
can do one, why not do the
They
other
do 'em
2?
all, why not? So how far does this go back? All the way down here?
Hey, you see the water up there?
Huh?
You see the
Where
fountain?
fountain is?
Yeah, that's where we're walking
I
to.
can make it. I can make it.
That's a really fancy little thing they got there. That Cafe Del Mar.
Yeah.
Right, look right there.
Expensive.
Right there.
What
Oh,
about?
there's one there.
You want to eat there now?
No, heck no. Look, it says they have churros. We probably couldn't even afford a churro.
Yeah. One
$20 a churro.
Shrimp cocktail, $20 each shrimp.
Yeah. That's why I love coming down here and playing my music.
So, is there a presidential yacht still? I know Kennedy had one, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
never
famous bell
heard
on
of
there
it.
or something.
You guys ever heard of a presidential yacht?
Yeah. FDR had a presidential yacht.
Oh, look, he has a dinghy.
Patriot.
He's got a dinghy.
There's the Patriot yacht.
That's a dinghy. That's a cool little dinghy setup. Damn, I like that boat. It's older, but I like
So my
it.
boat was the bottom here,
Yeah.
bigger than that. Not much bigger, but that's around 22 feet, 20, maybe 25 feet. But mine had an upper deck.
Oh, look at the trailer. That's a houseboat right there. Look, it even has an
Oh,
air
yeah.
conditioner on it, Jerry.
Yeah. 12
See that?
foot.
There's an AC unit right there. That's crazy. I would not want to be in a hurricane on the water in a house trailer.
No, I don't think so. Don't think it'll last too long.
I think what happened here was someone lived in a house trailer and they won the lottery.
That
And they didn't want to leave their house, but they always wanted a boat.
could be.
So they're like, we're going to make our trailer float.
That could be.
They didn't want to get too fancy and buy a big old yacht, so they turned their trailer into a yacht.
Filipino, Thai, Korean street food. That's interesting.
Yeah.
We'll try that sometime. Yeah, nice place. I think
This place is way too uppity though. I've been to Pearl Street down there. My friends played a concert there. It's called Toadhead. My buddies from Toadhead. Big shout out to Toadhead.
So my brother-in-law's wife used to live on a boat down in Miami.
Yeah.
She had a boat, houseboat, not that big. She has you have to know how to sail that thing, right?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
Oh yeah. You gotta know
there's a
what
lot
you're
of stuff
doing.
going on.
You gotta know what you're
There's
doing.
a lot of stuff
That's an
going
old boat too. That's a nice old
on.
boat right there.
It's got the sun.
He's got like a $8,000 GPS in there.
With the sun.
You hear me?
Yeah, $8,000.
GPS. See the Garmin unit up top there?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I think it's like $8,000. Not
Whoa.
the unit, but the whole thing's like $8,000 or more.
Well, Garmin.
My dad got the cheapest one they had for $1,000
for using
for his
what?
for his small sailboat.
He had a small sailboat.
Yeah, he still does.
You still use it? You never. use
It's
it.
at no, I've been on it. It was terrible, man.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Real small. My sisters have a tiny. Couldn't sleep on it.
Where's that water coming from?
It's a pump. There's a pump going on there somewhere. That must be a pump.
We are at the wharf in Washington, D.C., the wharf. We're not in Florida. It looks like we're
It
in
looks
Florida.
like Florida.
Except for all these boats that you see here would be all up in these buildings.
What?
I said if this was Florida, all these boats would be up here.
They would have been washed away.
Yeah.
That's on the West Coast. On the East Coast, they didn't get so bad. My brother-in-law.
I heard East Coast did get it pretty bad in South Carolina. I was told I should stop by there and
Florida.
Georgia.
In Florida, Miami.
I had a few requests to stop in South Carolina. and
Miami
Georgia.
area didn't get hit. Up through Palm Beach, where Mar-a-Lago, I don't think that got hit. The Breakers. Beautiful place, the Breakers.
Yeah, that's a beautiful boat there.
Yeah, that was one of my first trips down to, with my wife. Went down there.
Look, you see the screens in front of the windows there?
Yeah.
Is it protected from hail?
I don't know, maybe. Could be. Yeah.
You know how expensive all those parts are and
That's
everything
it.
here?
So that thing's worth $5 million at least.
No, it is not.
With all the equipment. With all the
No.
equipment?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
How much do you think the boat itself costs? Just. It's got a lot of expensive gear on there. I don't know. I have no idea.
You strip all the gear off, it's like a no more than $10,000 boat.
What?
Probably.
$10,000 boat?
Probably.
No way. No.
You stripped it down.
No. You can get that thing for under 80,000. That's at least an 80,000 easily. I mean, that's.
You really think?
Oh, I know. My boat that I had was a 25-foot Sea Ray. It was old when I got it.
Yeah.
I got it for 20. It had been sunk and it had been revived, and I used it. But anyway, that cost me $20,000. It was just a small 25-foot, and that was back in 1988, I believe, or 89. So how many years ago was that? It was 11. That was 33 years ago.
So yeah, I'm hearing 40K at least. So what do you think?
It's got. I'm saying 80.
80.
I say 80.
Well, it's inflate. We're in an economy now, so it probably is definitely 80 if it was 40.
You have to be extremely wealthy to buy the maintenance on that.
Well, now I'm curious how my dad got a damn boat. He must have got a steal or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get them by.
I think my
high
dad.
stakes card games.
No.
You can.
No, I think someone was just tight for money and wanted to sell their boat.
Yeah, $500.
And it was built in the 50s. This sailboat was.
Oh.
So it's hard as a rock though. He crashed that thing into rocks or anything.
Mahogany, probably maybe.
It's got teak.
When they made boats out of mahogany. Look at that. Now that's what a commercial boat.
You want to go on a swing?
No, thank you.
You don't want to swing on the dock?
Well, I could. I don't mind, but I got to get paid for doing that.
Whatever.
Oh God! Look at all these. This is a huge. Ooh, this is a huge marina. Are you filming the whole surroundings here?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's the whole surrounding. It's just.
Yeah, we'll be at the courthouse for the trial.
Today at 3?
Yeah.
3 to 5.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And you can't go to J6. I'm gonna have to do that by myself.
If you want, I recommend you go.
Huh?
I recommend you go.
I'll do it.
What time is it?
I know who I won't call.
Let's go.
I know who I won't call to do it with me.
Let's walk to the end of this, and then
Okay.
we'll come back.
Look
And,
at are those stairs going down?
nah.
What?
It's not stairs. It's just a weird.
It's like a.
It's like a skateboarder's paradise.
Yeah, really. Wow.
But they do have security walk through here
Wow,
often.
that's something else. How about on that side? Is that over there? You go right into the water.
No, they have it cut off.
It's cut off at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think I can walk on that. I'm not sure. You want to take a picture of me trying to walk on this? It could be like.
It could go viral.
Oh my God! I may not make it. This is like those cyclodromes they have in the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's steep. So steep.
This water you do not want to get into, guys. I'll tell you that.
They don't even have a thing to guard. You could fall in.
I know.
You have a child with you? This is
Yeah, but look,
dangerous.
they have those orange things.
Yeah, but this is dangerous.
It is.
This really is dangerous.
Mr. Safety
Really,
over
I'm
here.
elderly, honestly, I'm elderly. I don't lose my balance often. It's a possibility. I shouldn't even go close to that.
You know what's more dangerous than falling in the water?
Falling off
The water itself is like, it can get you sick.
That water is horribly dirty.
Yeah. You can get like really bad illness from falling in that water.
So, this is wonderful. It is like being in Florida.
Right?
We can pretend we're in Florida.
Yeah.
Look at that, magnificent.
Here, let's show them. We're at the District Wharf.
The Washington Monument.
We are not in Florida yet. We are at the District Wharf. Yeah.
You get the Washington Monument.
Yeah, there's the monument there. Let me try to zoom in on that one.
Well, that can't be somebody's personal boat. I bet you it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's one of the dinner cruisers, I think.
That's a cruise ship?
Although it might be someone's personal, though.
I mean, it must be, right?
They have a lot of these, like, dinner cruisers.
That's got to be very, very expensive to maintain. I mean, how do you maintain that?
You have to hire, like, 30 people
You have to
start
approve
with.
at least 10, 20.
And they're getting over $100,000 each.
Well, I don't know about that. Captain might. They'll pay a captain 150, 200.
Oh my God, look at that dog. Hey, hey, puppy dog. Oh. There's another sailboat. That's about the size of my dad's sailboat there.
Which one now?
That one right there.
That sailboat?
Yeah, that's about the size of his.
I'm sorry?
That's about the size of his.
That's a nice sized boat. That's nothing wrong with that. You can go out and sail in that and stay on that thing for ever. You could, right? You could fish off of it. Get out in the ocean. That's a nice boat. I'm trying to find a boat that was kind of like mine.
Hey, look, they have a dock slip open.
Huh?
Someone probably went for a ride. Actually, no, that one's open. I'm sure there's a place to get fuel here, too.
Boat that's really similar to mine. I don't. They're a little bit bigger.
So come look at this, Jerry.
Most of them are a lot bigger, but I mean, this is enormous. Whatever this is. This is like an ocean line.
See, at nighttime, this right here has fire in it, Jerry. It's a gas fire pit.
Yeah, yeah.
And so me and Alec, like, we'll sit here and
At night,
yeah,
nice and warm.
yeah, play some music, pull my speaker out. Look at.
Yeah.
I want one night I want to come here and not play music and see how many couples walk down here holding their hands versus how many couples walk down there holding their hands when I'm playing music. Because I swear,
So I just want to check this boat.
I'll play some good music and.
What's the name of that boat? Constance? I don't see advertising on that boat for like it's a tour boat. It could be. I don't see any advertising. Usually if it's a tour boat, they have advertising.
Do you see how the windows are like that? Those are all tables inside. It's a dinner boat. Like you go for a cruise and have a
But
dinner for the
why
day.
isn't there any advertising? There's no sign, there's nothing.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like it should be a tour boat.
Look at that sailboat.
Why would any one person,
That one's ready to cross the ocean.
the catamaran?
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice catamaran too. My sister's friend they're in California, Santa Cruz. They have a catamaran, not that big, but he belongs to a church, and every Sunday and Wednesday they take the congregation, whoever wants to go, they go out on the boat and they go around Santa Cruz in the, it's Monterey Bay actually. Monterey Bay is quite huge. I don't think it's as big as, I wonder, Chesapeake Bay is huge. Does Chesapeake Bay come all the way down here? Does it, where's it?
No, the Potomac empties into the Chesapeake Bay.
So empty, so it's all the way from down south of Washington, D.C., all the way up to
If you go all the way
Baltimore?
down this river, you'll hit. Yeah.
All the way up to Baltimore.
No, it goes all the way up into
That's
Delaware,
huge. How many
man.
miles is that, you think? Any
Um,
idea?
Dude, it's massive. Chesapeake Bay is humongous. Have you crossed the Chesapeake Bay Bridge?
Yeah, many times.
Oh,
and
it's
a tunnel.
No, there's no tunnel there.
Well, I took a
You're
tunnel.
thinking of the tunnels down south of Virginia,
No.
by Newport
Baltimore.
Newport News. There's a tunnel in Baltimore too.
That goes under the Chesapeake Bay, right?
I think so.
Not the whole bay. But
No, it's thinner up there. See, down where the Bay Bridge is, it's.
I've taken the Bay Bridge.
I mean, at the time, it was the longest bridge in the world.
Matter of fact, I still owe him $7 for one of my trips back down here. Some of those toll things are crazy. I had a toll that I had to pay. Now, the Jersey Turnpike going north, you still hand out those toll tickets.
Yeah.
But when you get off, where I got off, at the George Washington Bridge area, there was nobody to take the toll. There's no people.
Really?
Yeah, there's no, I couldn't find, I mean, I'm driving 60 miles, 50, you're getting off the Jersey Turnpike, it gets very crowded up in New York City area, very, very crowded, like 10 times worse than here. And you've got like 10 lanes, literally 10 lanes going in each direction. And the 5 here and 5 are there, and trucks aren't allowed here, and cars are only allowed here. And
Hey, look, there's Jerry's
yeah, that's it.
and Ben.
Now, Ben and Jerry's supposed to speak tomorrow on Friday. Either Ben or Jerry, one of the founders.
Where?
At this,
The
it's like
Julian
a pro-civil
Assange?
rights.
Is that the Julian
It's,
Assange
Get out
thing?
the vote, I think.
Okay.
I think it's for get out the vote. Anyway, so what was I talking about?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't remember. I'm gonna sit down here for a minute.
Yeah.
Just sit right here.
I'm gonna get in the shade. I'm gonna stay right here. You can stay right here.
Sit down somewhere.
Yeah, anywhere. I'm gonna go show these fountains. I'll be right over here. Little place for kids to play in the water. Constance won the Voyagers Award with the World Super Yacht Awards 2018. Constance, a 61-meter, $50 million luxury yacht that accommodates up to 12 people and 17 crew members. So we just got some history on that boat right there.
We got what now?
Constance, right there, that boat, Constance, won the Voyagers Award at the World Super Yacht Awards in 2018. Constance, a 61-meter, $50 million luxury yacht that accommodates up to 12 people and 17 crew members.
You said 30, I said 20. That's 50 million.
50 million luxury yacht.
And it takes 17, only 17, so it must have big bedrooms in there.
Yeah, 12 people.
Only
12 people, but 17 crew members for 12 people.
Well, you still have to,
Can you talk about being pampered?
well, you need room for the 17 people.
Does everyone get like their own like master bedroom in that thing?
Probably. The 12, it's just 12 people. Wow.
Oh, that was awesome. Thank you, Magic D.
Probably couples anyway, right? So it's like 6 big suites.
Is Jerry Jewish?
I am Jewish. That is amazing. That's the award-winning.
Yeah, in
$50
2018.
million boat.
Yeah.
One of your viewers found that out?
Yeah, Magic D.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks. I was wondering. I told you it looked like a private thing.
So it's $50 million, but how much a year to operate it? I want.
It's got to be at least $1 million a year. I mean, just the crew members, 17 crew members, say they get paid $50,000 each. Right?
Yeah.
So what's 17 times 50? That's 500,000. 800. That's almost $1 million just in salary. That's $1 million in salary. Then fuel. Probably costs $10 million a year if you're really going to use it.
Yeah.
If you're going to really use it, you're going to be out in the sea a lot.
We're getting ready to close this stream, guys. Pretty soon. I want to remind everyone in the description down below, we have various ways you can donate, and all these funds will be used to progressing towards Florida. And maybe we'll hop on one of these boats.
There you go. That.
Anyone of you guys going to Florida? Nah.
Let's see if we can see if one of these captains want to take us down to Florida. Well, you'll work as
you
can work as a crew member.
No.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
just to get down there.
What?
Just to get down there.
Well, you work as a crew, yeah.
I don't like that idea. But this place is going to empty out here shortly.
What do you mean?
All these boats, they're going to trickle down south.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's winter coming right out. Yeah, a lot of them probably have. I wonder if we could probably check and see where they're all from.
Yeah.
I wonder where they're from. They're from all over the world, though.
But if you guys wanted to help support me on my journey to Florida to find a grassroots organization to help supply, volunteer my time, and bring you guys there as well so you can see the carnage, and we will validate a few sources, 2 or 3 sources you can donate to other than me, so that we can get the funds to where they're supposed to be and not give them to the Red Cross and other organizations that have such a ginormous overhead and high paid executives where most of the money doesn't go to where it's supposed to go. So we're going to exploit a few organizations that actually do put at least 90% of their funds towards the goal at hand and not overhead that's obscene.
Yeah, this is pretty here, man.
Yeah.
Very pretty. This is beautiful. So open. It's wide open.
Compared to the rest of the city.
Yeah, I mean, inside the
Y'all
city, it's
paused
like big museum buildings everywhere, and just nice open area. Very refreshing. Very refreshing.
I say bye, Cleo.
All right, bye. Bye. Hey, thanks for joining us. Thank you all.
And like again, if you want to help us get breakfast this morning or
Thank you.
anything helps. We got the Give Send Go that's doing very well. Say a special thank you to Cleo and all the other donors who help push this channel forward. And these funds are all going to go towards Florida relief. It ain't going to take too much for me to get down there, and the rest of it will go towards any way we can help Florida. And when I say Florida, I mean the people who are affected, most of them over 50, lost everything they had. So thank you guys again. Please remember the description down below. and have a blessed day.